News this morning, one Kentucky county says goodbye to a man who loved serving his community, and an Eastern Kentucky medical center receives funding in order to improve health care for children in our region.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It's just before 5 o'clock on this Thursday morning, or as Brandon and I sometimes like to call it, Friday Eve. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at your forecast. Brandon, good morning to you. Another cold start to the day. Yeah, I guess it's kind of cooler,
It's a little chilly out there.
Yeah.
It is. It's not as cold as it has been, but it is still chilly out there this morning. And clear skies. Got to see the Hunter's Moon this morning as I walked into the station, but that's not going to last too much longer because the clouds already on the way in. Satellite radar the last 6 hours, you'll see those clouds trying to move through. Maybe a couple of stray showers trying to pop up down in parts of southern Kentucky. So we are going to continue to watch that for a little while this morning. Not a whole lot going on, even though that cold front is on our doorstep out toward Evansville and out toward Paducah. So we're going to keep an eye on that. A little patchy dense fog out there this morning, especially in Harlan and Jonesville and around the area here too as well. So just be careful of that. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s this morning. Couple 40s still out there. Jonesville, Harlan, and Middlesboro all in the mid to upper 40s, but everybody else in the 50s and even low 60s as you head through the first part of your day. Out the door forecast, we do start in the 50s this morning, head into the low 70s, but this is it. Big time cold fronts coming through, and it's going to cool us way down just in time for the weekend. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Well, what led to a UK student's death? That's the question UK police and the University of Kentucky are trying to answer. Lofton Hazelwood was found unresponsive Monday at Farmhouse Fraternity. The 18-year-old was rushed to the hospital where he died. The coroner says he died from too much alcohol. The fraternity is now suspended and several investigations are underway.
We'll be transparent about all of that, and if there are changes that need to be made or modifications or other sorts of moves or measures, we'll do that.
This is at least the 7th fraternity at the University of Kentucky to be suspended in some way since 2010. A final farewell Wednesday. Family, friends, and the community said goodbye to the Clark County Judge Executive. Chris Pace died last week from COVID complications. He was just 44 years old. Those who knew him say he was a loving man who loved serving his community. Pastor Mike McCormick said he was at the hospital the night Pace died. He leaves behind a wife and 3 young children.
He got checked in the hospital about 5 o'clock that day. His wife took him. She laid her hands on his chest and had the kids pray for him, and he really died suddenly.
Now, it's not clear if Pace had underlying health conditions or if he was vaccinated. He was Clark County's Judge Executive since 2019. Several state and local officials attended yesterday's services. Pikeville Medical Center recently received a grant totaling nearly $100,000 in an effort to improve pediatric care options in the region. The grant from the HRSA Rural Health Network Development Planning Program will help provide a strategic plan for more than 34,000 children in Eastern Kentucky. The grant will also be used from the Rural Eastern Kentucky Pediatric Healthcare Network. This network includes PMC, United Medical Group, Pike County Health Department, and the Pike County School District.
These funds are necessary to make sure that we make the right decisions for our community. So we're very appreciative of all those, both state and federal partners that continue to support our cause, our mission, and what Pikeville Medical Center means to our region.
PMC President and CEO Donovan Blackburn says PMC also plans to open its children's hospital on the main campus on December 2nd. Yesterday, first responders responded to a drive-by thank you parade as Pikeville Medical Center thanked some of its heroes. In August, 30 Kentucky National Guard soldiers were deployed to PMC to assist the staff and faculty in the hospital during the recent COVID-19 surge. Many of the soldiers say PMC was a wonderful host, and the friendly faces of faculty, staff, and hospital visitors made each day a good one.
I was hesitant at first. I was like, I just started a new job recently. I was like, I don't really want to leave. But I was like, what do I have to lose? So, and I couldn't be happier that I chose to do so.
Lieutenant Imani says many of the soldiers explored Pikeville and the surrounding area during their off time and always found interesting things to keep them busy. Well, have you found yourself turning your heat on when you wake up or when you go to bed? I know I have. I talked to the spokesperson from a power company about some tips and tricks on how to save money on our bills as the colder months approach. Temperatures are dropping and Kentucky Power is preparing.
Our systems are in good shape, and we certainly have had quite a year as with the February ice storm, and a lot of repairs were made to the grid.
Now the company is preparing its customers for the cold months ahead.
Your heating and cooling system, whatever you're using to heat your home, is the most important and the most critical, and it also is the biggest consumer of electricity.
Spokesperson Cindy Wiseman says customers should have their heat pumps serviced yearly, along with making sure furnace filters are replaced.
You notice on your thermostat, the heat will go into an emergency mode or an auxiliary mode. There's different terms for it. And that will cause your power bill to go up.
Also saying to check around your house where air could seep through.
Around your windows or any other cracks in your floors or anywhere around your doors in your house. Use some weather stripping, caulk.
But if you need help paying your bills, Kentucky Power has programs that can help, like the company's HEART and Thaw assistance programs.
The HEART program is available for income qualified customers and provides residential customers who have electric heat with $115 of assistance each month, January to April.
Both HEART and Thaw are managed through community action agencies.
And then the Thaw program can assist customers facing like a one-time hardship. They can get up to $175 toward their electric bill.
Hoping to save customers money. In Hazard, Dakota Makris, WYMT Mountain News. Well, if customers do not qualify for those programs mentioned or need assistance, they can call 1-800-572-113. And if you need that number, you can find it over on our website at WYMT.com. Well, thank you so much for getting your Thursday started with us here on Mountain News this morning. When we come back, a national forest here in the Commonwealth asks for the public's help in improving conditions on the trails.
We've talked about today all week long, the day the rain chances return and the cold front arrives. I'll have the latest and track it for you in about 3 minutes.